Hey guys, Pocky here. As a Halloween special, I thought I would present to you guys my top 10 spookiest Pokemon list of all time. This is the first time I've done a list. It was super hard to come up with it, but the basis of my choice was that it included Pokemon from all generations, no legendaries or Ultra Beasts, and were based off both Pokédex entries and appearance. I also didn't include more than one Pokemon in each evolution chain, Megas, or any alternative forms. Before I start the list, let me define the word spooky. Spooky, sinister or ghostly in a way that causes fear and unease. Now that we've got all that out of the way, let's get started. Starting at number 10 is Phantom, the Stump Pokemon. The Shield Pokédex entry for this Pokemon is, with a voice like a human's child, it cries out to lure adults deep into the forest, getting them lost among the trees. It is said that Phantom's cries are eerie. I have placed Phantom at number 10 because although it is spooky, its appearance is cuter and more mischievous than other Pokemon on this list. Number 9 on this list is one of my favourite Pokemon, Litwick. The Pokédex entry for this candle Pokemon is, while shining a light and pretending to be a guide, it leeches off the life force of any who follow it. Basically, the more life it absorbs from others, the brighter its flames are. Although this is spooky, I have placed Litwick here because of the size of the Pokemon. It is pretty small and again like Phantom, kinda cute. At number 8 we have Drifloon, the balloon Pokemon, with the Pokemon Sun entry stating that stories go that it grabs the hands of small children and drags them away to the afterlife. It dislikes heavy children. Drifloon is quite spooky because being able to drag children off to the afterlife is no wholesome feat. Like the other two Pokemon before Drifloon, it was rated pretty low on the top 10 spooky Pokemon list because it still lacks the appearance to give it that total spook factor. Number 7 is Banette, the marionette Pokemon. This is where the list starts getting real spooky. Banette not only looks terrifying, but its Pokédex entry for various games states that Banette is a doll that became a Pokemon over its grudge from being junked. It seeks the child that disowned it. Not sure about you guys, but this brings me scary doll vibes from movies like Chucky or even Toy Story. We have Cacturne at number 6. This Scarecrow Pokemon is on this list because of its mannerisms and appearance. The Alpha Sapphire entry describes Cacturne as pack Pokemon who stalk travelers going through a desert in the thick of night, who wait for the traveler to become tired and incapable of moving before they strike. I have never traveled through a desert at night and I don't think I will now, knowing what could be out there. At number 5 we have the supernatural beauty Snowland Pokemon Froslass. This Ice Ghost Pokemon is on the list because of its origin story. There is a Japanese folklore about a young maiden called Yuki Onna who was said to appear on snowy nights and follow travelers caught in a snowstorm to freeze them to death with her breath. Froslass's Pokemon Sword entry is, after a woman met her end on a snowy mountain, her regrets lingered on. From then, this Pokemon was born. Its favourite food is frozen souls. Super eerie and well deserving of being in the top 5 on my list. Number 4 is a Pokemon in the 6th generation, Malamar. One glance at Malamar and I'm sure you can agree that this dark psychic type looks super spooky as it resembles a giant squid-like creature, making it an absolute nightmare to come into contact with. It also has a Pokédex entry to match it, as the Alpha Sapphire entry is that it lures prey close with hypnotic motions, then wraps its tentacles around it before finishing it off with digestive fluids. As we approach number 3, the Pokemon get more and more sinister. Sitting at number 3 is the Gripper Pokemon Dusknoir. Dusknoir has a very sinister looking appearance and is distinguishable by his stomach, which appears to resemble a mouth. It is number 3 on my list because of its freaky and dangerous Pokédex entry and shield. With the mouth on its belly, Dusknoir swallows its target whole. The soul is the only thing eaten. Dusknoir disgorges the body before departing. Number 2 is none other than Mimikyu, the disguised Pokemon. Mimikyu may appear cute at first glance, but upon closer inspection, you will notice something very off about it. It disguises itself as a Pikachu to try and make friends, however, it doesn't appear to have the best intentions. When met with a Pikachu in the anime, for example, it will react maliciously and try to kill Pikachu as it hates the Pokemon it's mimicking. The choking sounds it also makes is very creepy. Mimikyu is the only Pokemon to know the Z move, Let's Snuggle Forever. The Pokédex entry is quite possibly one of the spookiest entries out there, only second to our number 1 Pokemon. For Pokemon Shield, it reads, There was a scientist who peeked under Mimikyu's old rag in the name of research. The scientist died of a mysterious disease. This is super unsettling, as it is implied that no one has ever lived to tell the tale of what Mimikyu truly looks like, and that is why it is number 2 on my list. And finally, at the number 1 spot, we have Gengar, the Shadow Pokemon. When it comes to the spookiest Pokemon, there is nothing spookier than this ghost poison type. Everything about Gengar just screams spooky, from its sinister grin to the way it can hide in any shadow, its malicious intentions, and its master trickery skills. This Pokemon is the very definition of spooky. At its best, it enjoys playing practical jokes, casting curses on people, and pretending to be their shadow. Not only is it a serious trickster, the Pokédex entry for Gengar in Pokemon Moon and Shield both demonstrate its desire to kill, hence Gengar holds the number 1 spot on my list. So these Pokemon didn't quite make the final cut, but are still very unsettling in their own ways. Also, you could probably pretty much put every other ghost Pokemon here in this list. We have Hypno. Although Hypno didn't make the list, he has a very unsettling Pokemon entry that I just can't ignore. It makes anyone it meets fall asleep and has a taste of their dreams. Anyone having a good dream, it carries off. Well, there goes my dream to be the very best there ever was. Yamask is another Pokemon that I didn't find spooky enough to make the original list, but deserves a special mention all the same. Many Pokemon know Yamask as the Pokemon that carries a mask of its human face. The Y Pokédex entry says that it sometimes looks at it and cries. When the mask is worn by a human, however, Yamask has the ability to possess the human. Not quite sure though why you would go putting on the mask in the first place. And lucky last on my honorable mentions is Parasect, the mushroom Pokemon. Not sure how much you guys know about Parasect, but if you've ever read the Pokédex entry for Ultra Sun, it states that the bug is mostly dead with the mushroom on its back having become the main body. If the mushroom comes off, the bug stops moving. I don't know, that to me is just downright unsettling and quite tragic. Well, that's my top 10 spookiest Pokemon list. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Did you agree with the Pokemon on my list? What are the Pokemon you find the spookiest? If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe so I can keep making content like this. Thank you and take care. Happy Halloween!